Well, the main players were called into chambers on day 11 of the Dr. Corasanti trial.
So what set this off? News 4's Luke Moretti has been covering every second of the trial. He's live tonight outside Erie County Court. Luke?
It delayed things for about an hour or so. Lawyers for both sides called into the judge's chambers behind closed doors for about an hour today. They had to work out some legal issues, and once those issues were resolved, they got back to the testimony. They were able to call an accident reconstruction expert from the Amherst Police Department to the witness stand. He was on the stand all day today, had some graphic testimony about what happened that night. Senior investigator Robert McMahon of the Amherst Police Department, seen here outside of Erie County Court, testified that Dr. James Corasanti's BMW shifted 4.5 feet from the center of the lane on Heim Road at the time of impact with 18-year-old Alexandria Rice. Rice was riding her skateboard from work on July 8th when she was struck and killed around 11:20 at night. McMahon, who showed jurors diagrams from his accident reconstruction investigation, says Rice was thrown 167 feet and says she was vaulted over the curb in a straight line, sliding 38 feet on dry concrete.
She's not near where her sneakers are, or her backpack, or her crumpled longboard. She's 167 feet down.
It was at that point that Rice's father became visibly upset in the courtroom.
The bottom line, he didn't see it.
McMahon also talked about 3 drops of wiper fluid from the vehicle's headlights, found 282 feet beyond the collision location. McMahon was asked why the fluid was not found closer to the impact site. During direct examination by prosecutor Kelly O'Mell, he told jurors that a hose was likely broken and that because of gravity, it takes time for the fluid to start dripping.
That little hose behind it cracked, and a little bit of fluid began to spray out onto the pavement.
Investigator McMahon told jurors that the teenage skateboarder's cell phone, damaged but still in one piece, was located 27 feet beyond where her body came to a final rest. He believes that the phone was either attached to her body or in her hand when the impact occurred. Dr. Corasanti faces charges of manslaughter, leaving the scene, and tampering with physical evidence. There was also other interesting testimony that came out of the afternoon session today. George Rickert was in the courtroom for that, including the investigator still on the witness stand, talking about whether he thought that Alex Rice was in a squatting position at the time of the impact. I'll have more on that coming up at 6. For now, we're live at Erie County Court in downtown Buffalo. Luke Moretti, News 4 at 5.